his hand in his face.
All right, so what we're doing today is going to be a little interesting. Today's video is going to be covering every single Goku Ultimate in Sparking Zero. Every single one of them. We are going to be rating every single one. And what we're going to use, we are going to be rating it by damage amount, animation, and how easy is it to land. We're going to be using a rating system of 10. These are all subjective, so feel free to disagree in the comments. And we're going to be trying to get some nice cinematic views. We're going to go inside of Goku's Spirit Bomb, so stay tuned for that. We're starting with early Goku, so let's see damage numbers. Let's stand right around here. You know, it's about the average distance if you send somebody flying away. Let's see. All right, a smooth 15k damage. So now let's see how the damage looks when it's boosted. All right, so now we get to 19.5k, so it's a little bit better. As far as the damage goes, I'm going to give the damage probably about, I'd say I'd give it about a 7.7 out of 10. You can see it kind of warps space-time as it goes through there, and you know, you'll see in the cinematic view also what the perspective looks like. As far as the animation goes, beautiful, spectacular animation. I love it from the release to Goku's perspective, you know, when you see it actually hit the person, even as it travels. So I'd give animation, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Now, how easy is it to land on an actual person? Well, let's see what the CPU says. We're gonna try our CPU on normal, on strong. All right, let's see if we can get it. I mean, this does not represent the average person, but let's see. All right, so we managed to hit him. And as you can see, when you do hit somebody a lot of times, the damage does indeed tank. With that being said, as far as the ease of landing it, even though the speed of it is a little bit slower than your average ultimate. So we're going to give the ease of landing, I'd say about a 7.5 out of 10. All right, moving on to mid Goku, who is anything but mid. First, we're going to see it without using the share your energy with me, but let's check it out. All right, so with no boosts, I mean, we did use the first buff, 22k, a lot of damage. Animation's pretty good, but it's, you know, once the impact actually happens, it's pretty, you know, it's pretty basic. You get absorbed and enveloped into the Spirit Bomb, and you'll see in some of that other cinematic footage, we're going to go inside of the Spirit Bomb. It's really quite the spectacle. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. And later on, you're going to see what it would look like if you yourself were about to be hit by a Spirit Bomb. So now let's see what happens if we actually... Share your energy with me. Share your energy with me. Share your energy with me. We're gonna fully power this to try to land all of those, but that's a lot of skill points, y'all. I don't know if we're landing all of those. So let's see what the average, let's see what the strongest this can be. 34k. That's the strongest that this Goku's Spirit Bomb can be. So almost all of your health gone just like that. All right, so yeah, damage numbers, you know that damage either way, like 22 just off of one buff. Come on, that's definitely 10 out of 10 as far as damage goes. Animation, you know, it's pretty basic. I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. And now let's see how easy is it to land. All right. All right, let's try to land it. And then go for 2. Gonna just do this right in front of him. Let's see if he dodges this. So it's not too difficult to land, especially if you're right in front of the person. But again, that damage drop off is crazy when you actually hit somebody a couple of times. So I would say for the ease of actually landing this thing, we're going to give it about a 9.3 out of 10. All right, now to go to Super Saiyan mid Goku. All right, let's check out the ultimate here. We already got our buffs from doing the instant sparking, so let's see it. Tons and tons of damage, especially for a defenseless opponent. 26k. All right, so damage, you know, we're giving that a 10 out of 10. Lots of damage. You get hit by that, you're in deep doo-doo. Ease. What's the next one? Animation. Goku's animations are pretty fire. I actually am a little bit biased towards how Goku's animation itself looks, so we're going to give it about we're going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. And the reason why I'm giving it a 9.5 is because you don't really see too much happen to your opponent, but the animation surrounding Goku is some of my favorite. Now, as far as the ease of landing this is an extremely fast traveling ultimate. I'm going to go very far away, very far. Watch how quickly this gets there. Ridiculously quick. So this is a very easy one to land, and it's unblockable. As far as ease of how to land, I'd give that about a 10 out of 10. All the spirit bombs, if I haven't mentioned yet, are unguardable too, so those are very easy to land as well, giving those some extra point. And Goku.
Now it's my turn. Get ready to see my real strength.
Another spirit bomb here.
It's ready. Let's read this. See you around.
All right, very nice looking animation there. With the boost, it is 23k. So a lot of damage there. Without boosting it, I've realized is 17k. So big difference in boosting. You're gonna wanna boost that. It's like every other spirit bomb as far as ease of land. So it's gonna get the exact same rating that I gave to those. I don't know what I gave the ease of landing it to other ones, but it'll be on the screen. Now, as far as the animation goes for this one, I love the animation. It's when he was finishing off Kid Buu, and yeah, the animation gets us, I'm giving it a 9.7. As far as the damage goes, damage is going to get about, for a spirit bomb that doesn't take too many buffs to really power up, it's slightly stronger than the other one, so I'm going to give that one, I'm also going to give that a 9.5 out of 10. And as promised, this is what it would look like if you were getting hit with a spirit bomb. Oh, talk about putting your entire body and soul into it. Dude got his whole head, he's trying to hold it back with his forehead. Now this is just beautiful work right here. Like, come on, how can you not appreciate this? It's just so clean. Like, look at that. Oh my God. Instant transmission Kamehameha. Boost it. $23k damage. Some of the strongest ultimates in the game for one individual character. Damage, we're getting that one 9.6 out of 10. As far as the animation goes, beautiful animation. The animation for this one is going to get a 10 out of 10 for me, from down to the perspectives and everything. You can see what's happening to your opponent. I actually really like the animation for this one. 10 out of 10. And then as far as ease of landing this one, let's see how easy it is to land it on somebody who's flying away. Look at that. Pretty easy to land. So as far as ease of landing, this is probably going to be the easiest one. As you guys can see here, it is unguardable. You cannot block this. Even if you're blocking when he's right in front of you, you don't. It don't get any easier than landing instant transmission Kamehameha, where you teleport in front of the person. It don't get no easier than that. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for ease of landing. All right, now we've got Super Saiyan 2. This is a Super Kamehameha. All right, so 24k, a lot of damage on a helpless opponent. Just about 2 bars of damage. 9.8 out of 10 for damage. I'd say when it comes to the animation, I'd give the animation probably about an 8 out of 10. You know, it's pretty, like, it's nice, it's cool, but I feel like the cinematic footage actually kind of ruined it for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because like I was like, wow, that's a whole lot of Kamehameha, you know what I mean? But then you actually see it and you're just like, oh, the big old blueberry. Now, as far as ease of landing, it's about as easy as landing any other Kamehameha. It's not faster than the angry Kamehameha, so we're going to give ease of land maybe about I'd say about 7.5 out of 10 as well. All right, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Let's check it out. All right, so 24K with the boost. It's a great day, especially for a rush attack. So we're going to give the damage a 9.9 out of 10. So far, that is, I believe, our second strongest. As far as the animation goes, beautiful animation. Animation's going to get a solid 9.7 out of 10 from me. I actually really love the animation for this one. Look at how happy Shenron looks. And then how easy is it to land? Well, let's find out. Come here, you. Well, it's very fast. Let's see how that damage drop off looks. All right, so the damage do drop off. So you really want to try to do as little, you know, as few hits as you can right before you land it, because that's 7K gone just from a couple of hits. Ease of landing it seems pretty easy, but if you're facing someone who's good at vanishing, they might vanish that, but it's faster than your average rush attack. So I'm going to give it, I'd say about an 8.5 out of 10. All right, so now we've got Goku from Super. Let's see how this hits. All right, so pretty cool, pretty good damage there, 23K. Damage is going to get about a 9.5 from me for a Spirit Bomb, pretty good. Nothing crazy, and it's unguardable. Don't forget, every Spirit Bomb is unguardable. Animation, going to get about a 9.5 out of 10 from me. I like the animation. This is from when Goku and Jiren fought, and he tried to hold it and push it back to him. Only this time it's not Jiren, so it's going to go. After a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, yeah, that thing better go, unless you're Jiren. So as far as ease of landing it, about the same as every other Spirit Bomb. So yeah, it's gonna get the same rating. Bro, look at Vegeta literally just chilling inside the Spirit Bomb. This is giving Jiren aura. Y'all see this? Ugh, look at how big his hands get. Pop out a Sailor Man hands. Ooh. Look at those forearms. He really needed his forearms to grow like that to push it back to Jiren. Oh yeah, he was definitely jorking it with the left hand. Oh my God, what universe is this? All right, Super Saiyan. This is going to be with our buffs, about as strong as it can be. $25K. That's a lot of damage actually for that. So that's actually pretty low key with the buffs and with the boost. 25K.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a rush attack as well. So probably the strongest. Well, no, let me not speak too quickly. Very powerful ultimate that we've got there for this Goku. I'm actually going to give the damage for that one a 10 out of 10 as well, just because there's less buffs involved with having to get that high into 2.5 bars of damage. Ease of landing, you know, it's a rush attack, although he's not going as fast as he was for Dragon Fist. So I'm going to give that one maybe about an 8 out of 10 as far as trying to land that on a standard opponent. Then as far as the animation goes, you know, he's doing the teleporting like he did from the Battle of the Gods movie. So I would say the animation gets a solid 9 out of 10 from me. It's slightly underwhelming, just only slightly, but it looks fantastic. Super Saiyan God Goku, let's go. We're gonna apply the buff there. Boost it. All right, 24K for a Kamehameha, not bad. It's not a hyper speed moving one, but you know, it is a really nice looking one. Animation though is fairly standard. The Kamehameha does get kind of quite big, not too far off from what we know already. So I'm going to give the damage, let's start with the damage. We're going to give the damage, I'd say about a 9.5 out of 10 for 2 1/3 of a bar. As far as animation goes, we're going to give the animation maybe about an 8.5 out of 10, just because, you know, just that. And then as far as ease of landing, same thing, it's a Kamehameha, so, but it's not a quick moving one, so we're going to give the ease of landing maybe about an 8 out of 10. All right, Super Saiyan Blue with all the buffs, so there should be a lot of damage here. We're going to boost that. Pretty quick. Do y'all see that? 29K with the Kaioken? Yeah, 29K for a Kamehameha. Now that's the strongest Kamehameha we've got so far. That's, yeah. 29K, 3 bars is a lot of damage. So 10 out of 10 on the damage. Animation is also going to get a 10 out of 10 from me because just, you know, the moment, like let's, even without the Kaioken, look at the animation. Like, look at that. Just with boosting it, 25K. That's without the Kaioken involved in that. So tons and tons of damage there. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for damage. Animation both ways with Kaioken. It changes when you have Kaioken enabled, which I like having the difference between the two. A little bit less epilepsy when you have Kaioken involved, but stunning view without it. So animation's also going to get a 10 out of 10. And then ease of landing, you know, it's not as fast as Angry Kamehameha, but it is going to get a 9.5 out of 10 from me, making it one of the highest scoring ultimates so far in this list. All right, so now we've got Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. So let's check this out. Add some buffs, boost it. It's a rush attack that you can move around with. $28K with all those buffs enabled. So now that one seems like our strongest one so far, and this isn't even his strongest form yet. So very powerful there on a defenseless opponent. 28K, almost 3 full bars gone. So damage is going to get it. I'm going to give the damage a 10 out of 10 for that one too. As far as our rush attacks go, as far as the animation goes, I actually really like this animation as well. It's going to get a 9.9 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I'm a hard critic. I'm sorry. And then as far as ease of landing it goes, it's, you know, it's a slow moving, regular speed moving rush attack. So as far as ease of landing it, a skilled opponent is going to vanish that easily. So I'm going to really give that a 7 out of 10. Because if you are good and you know how to maneuver and spin around with it, you actually can mess up your opponent's timing. So, but still, 7 out of 10. All right, Mastered Ultra Instinct. Let's check it out. Boost it. It's slightly faster, but not that much faster. All right, so just as I thought, slightly higher than his previous one, 29K. 10 out of 10 on that damage. This is the strongest rush attack, rushing ultimate that Goku has in this form. Almost 3 full bars of damage with your buffs and boosts enabled. So 10 out of 10 for the damage there. Animation is quite beautiful. Also a 10 out of 10. And as far as ease of landing it goes, like I said, a skilled opponent can vanish rush attacks pretty well. Like I myself don't have a whole lot of luck when it comes to using them. So we're going to give ease of land, but it is slightly faster than his sign form, his Ultra Instinct sign form's rushing. So we're going to give it score slightly higher. We're going to score a 7.5 out of 10. All right, so now we've got GT Goku. No buffs to apply here. All we can do is boost it. Spirit Bomb. All right, so for one with no buffs, damage is pretty good. I'm going to give the damage maybe about a 9.3 out of 10 as far as spirit bombs go. Ease of landing it, I would say it's about as easy. It's going to get the same ranking as every other spirit bomb because they all move about the same. And then as far as the animation goes, animations, you know, it hits, you know, it's not doing anything crazy like that, so we're going to give the animation for it, but it is very clean when it zooms into the shot of him holding it. But I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Next, let's see it now. We've got a super explosive wave. I'm gonna boost it. All right, so animation's pretty nice for, you know, for what it is. And on a defenseless opponent, we just did 24K. That's off no buffs, only full power, which full power does not really give you any additional buffs. So yeah, for an explosive wave, and this is the first form of Goku that has an explosive wave as an ultimate attack. Yeah, we're going to give that one, as far as damage goes, we're going to give it about a, I'm gonna give it a 9.7 out of 10. Now, as far as ease of landing it goes, he does not take a step back because it is not unblockable, which I like because it's easier for me to get behind someone or trip them and then do it without having to take a step back. So ease of landing, we're gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It's an explosive wave. It's super easy to land, especially if you just trip somebody. It's not unblockable, but all you need to do is trip somebody unless they've got after image strike initiated and you just now went into it, you're gonna hit them. That's just the way it is. As far as the animation goes, I actually really like the animation of this one. So we're going to give the animation for this explosive wave, we're gonna give that a 9 out of 10. All right, so we got some buffs we can apply here on Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. Get a little bit closer. Boost it. All right, so pretty quick. Dragon Fist attacks go pretty quickly. All right, so strongest so far in his GT form, very powerful, 28K, 10 out of 10 for the damage there, and it's a rush attack, but it's very quick. So as far as ease of landing goes, I'd give that a 9.5 out of 10 as far as how fast we travel. And then as far as the animation goes, very beautiful animation. Dragon Fist goes very hard, as you guys can see. So we're going to give that one, we're gonna score it at about, I'm gonna give it a 9.8 out of 10. All right, Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the best buff in the game, and we're going to boost it. Let's see the damage there. Pretty quick move in there, but I think you can maneuver this one around as well. 33K. That makes this Goku's strongest rush attack. All those buffs enabled and Super Saiyan 4 Goku using that. 33K, 10 out of 10 for the damage. As far as ease of landing it, it's a rush attack, but it's fairly quick. I'll let you guys, you know, talk about that one, but I'm gonna give it about a 9.5 out of 10 as far as landing it goes. And then as far as the animation goes, beautiful animation, 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's a very high scoring one here as well. So next.
Let's go.
All right, so now we've got Kid Goku from Dragon Ball. Let's see how this one is.
You're gonna win that fight.
Boost it. So you can move around with this one.
Everything I got. Look at this one attack. Well, break.
Had to make him relive that one. All right, so as far as that one goes, 18K damage, you know, that's fairly low from what we've been seeing for a while. So we're going to score that one at about a 7 out of 10 as far as damage. Now, as far as ease of landing it goes, it's a rush attack. You can move and maneuver around a bit, so it's got a little extra points for that. But as far as the speed of it goes, that can probably easily be vanished by someone. So we're going to give that one, actually, I'll give it slightly lower than an 8. We're going to give it a 7.9. out of 10. And then as far as the animation goes, the animation is fantastic. I like how you have the Ozaru, and why do we not have Kid Goku Grade Ape, huh? Like that's the only bit of Kid Goku Grade Ape you're going to get in this game. So we're going to give this, just because of the fact that we don't have that, we're going to give it a 9.9 out of 10. All right, so now we've got Daima Goku. Boost it, it's an explosive wave. I like the animation on that one a lot, but it's not stronger than Super Saiyan Goku GT's explosive wave type ultimate. So we're going to give it, for the damage, we're going to give it about an 8 out of 10, 19K. or is it 18K? Whichever K. It's going to get an 8 out of 10. As far as ease of landing it, 10 out of 10. All explosive wave, no step back, not unguardable, but like I said, you just trip someone, gut check, get behind them, and you just pop it off. That's it. And then as far as the animation goes, the animation's going to get about a 9.5 out of 10. I like the little blink into Super Saiyan. So now we're going to go on to our last and final ultimate for Goku. All right, so now we've got Daima Goku Super Saiyan 1. Let's charge into that, boost it. All right, 22K. So for the damage, we're going to give it about a 9.3 out of 10 as far as our Kamehamehas go. As far as ease of landing it, it is very fast, almost as fast as Angry Kamehameha. So I'm going to score that pretty high as well. So we're going to score that about a 9.8 out of 10. And then as far as the animation goes, the animation is beautiful. I want to give that one a 9.9 out of 10 because it's not the most beautiful out of all of these, but it is very highly rated. I like it a lot. So let me know what you guys think about some of these ratings here. Let me know if you think they're fair. I'm gonna total them all up at the end and we're gonna see which one was scored the highest. I really can't remember. Maybe I'll voice over that part. So as promised, this is what the final scorecard is looking like, y'all. And as you can see here, you can see that we've got 2 tied for first. Super Saiyan Goku End and Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT with Instant Transmission Kamehameha and Dragon Fist, both tied for first. We've got 3-way tie for second place. Goku Mid Super Saiyan with Angry Kamehameha, Goku Super Saiyan Blue with Limit Breaker Kamehameha, and Goku GT Super Saiyan 4 with his Dragon Fist. And then in third place, we've got Goku Daima. Can't believe he made the list. Super Saiyan Super Kamehameha. But you guys know the criteria we scored on. Feel free to go back and pause to see what all the scorings were and let me know how you guys feel about them. I'm really genuinely interested. I thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and let me know if you want to see me rank any other characters ultimates, or if we want to rate them, or if we just want to analyze them. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.